Russia is not an enemy to Europe. The European Union is an enemy of Russia. Russia is part of Europe. In geographical terms, Europe ends at the Ural Mountains in Russia. So Russia is very much a part of Europe. Russia has no malicious intentions towards the nations of Europe. And when I say the nations of Europe, I mean the nations of Europe, the indigenous people, the Christians, not the people who have been imported into Europe by the Western ruling elites and Zionists to eradicate the presence of the indigenous peoples of Europe. So, in regard to the European Union has made Europe suffer because of the sanctions that the European Union has placed on Russia, and as a result, Russia has placed sanctions on the European Union. The European Union does not serve the European people. The European Union hates the European people. The European Union serves the Western ruling elites and Zionists. In regard to the war in Ukraine, sooner or later, and I suspect sooner, the Russian army will emerge victorious, and either all or most of Ukraine will be captured by the Russians. And at that point, the European Union will not be able to do anything against Russia. In regard to Trump, Trump is a complex man. When it comes to foreign policy, it is very clear that Trump does not want to be associated with any wars. That includes the war in Ukraine, and that includes the wars in the Middle East. So Trump will try to secure an end to the war in Ukraine. I think that will take a very long period of time. But what we should also be mindful of is this: the European Union is still importing Russian natural resources, such as oil, gas, coal, and timber. So what does it show? It shows the European Union needs Russia, but still many companies across Europe have gone into liquidation because of the European Union's sanctions on Russia. The German economy is in a terrible state because of the European Union's actions towards Russia. Again, that is why the nations of Europe are rising, and they are rising with the aim of liberating Europe from the cancer that is the European Union and NATO.